UFC 320 presser just wrapped up, guys, and it was a pretty solid presser, guys. We had Merab going absolutely off. You know, Merab, for someone who's like, you must be humble man first. He came, he came out like, I'm not gonna say he wasn't humble because I don't care about humbling and all that. But Merab came out with the most intensity I think I've seen him come out for a long time. I swear someone must have talked to Merab or put a battery in his back to make him wake up, because him and Corey kind of been on and off, kind of respectful, but the way he came out in this press conference, you would think this guy was angry at someone, man. And I like this from Merab. We're also going to talk about later in this video, Pereira is so out of it. People can be like, dude, you're just saying it. Pereira is out of it, bro. I guess the shit is overdue. A lesson learned from both of you. Magomed does the most damage when he's close to you. We're going to talk about that in a little. Yeah, I can't wait till this Saturday. We're going to talk about all that in this video, guys. Starting off from Merab. First of all, I don't know what heated him up, but like once he had the mic, first of all, his shit talk's getting better. You know my biggest critique about Merab, guys? Like, I always felt as if Merab, when he gets on the mic, he just mumbles and mumbles. He had an all-time low in that today, so I'm gonna cut him some slack. You know, he wasn't really doing all that and then going like a 40-minute spiel. He was kind of keeping it short, simple and sweet. So he's improving in that realm. This guy could become a superstar. But I'm gonna play the clip because it's only 19 seconds. You know, I know they're a little bit like, oh, you can't play the press conference on your videos, but this is what Merab said, and this is how I know this guy has a little bit more of fire under him that I feel like he needs to do to like not underestimate Corey, because you can't go in here underestimating Corey. This is what Merab had to say.
Nobody give me any problems, even in striking. You know, I fought Pereira, I fought Jose Aldo,
yeah.
I fought Sean O'Malley 2 times. Nobody can do shit. So I'm the GOAT, I'm the champion, and I will prove it again. Whatever fights will go, I'm ready, but my goal is to knock him out.
Yeah. Yo, who doesn't get excited watching that? You know, like I heard that little bit, then I started nodding my head and doing this. While he was talking, I started doing this shit. You guys know, like before you hit some radical waves on the surfing beach. You know, listen, this is great energy from Merab Dvalishvili. What I want to see, and Corey was, you know, coming back with his little jokes and stuff. They had like a whole weird, like OnlyFans conversation too, which is a little bit too much. Merab knowing all that information, mama, we gotta investigate you, brother. But nah, this is good energy from Merab, and I feel like Merab needs this, because if Merab falls into the lull of like, oh, this is buddy, this is friendly, this is going to be like a walk in the park, Corey might upset him. And I've been telling you guys, it is a possibility if Merab even goes in that with that plan he was saying this weekend, like, oh, 90% striking. They did actually address that in this press conference. And it seems like Merab's like, this is not boxing, this is MMA, man. Kind of Islam Makhachev maxing. And I feel like that's appropriate as well, because why would he go in there and like try to strike? So at first, I was a little bit nervous for Merab because I thought he was going to actually follow through with that game plan. But after this press conference, I understand he's just going to fight Corey. And when push comes to shove, your heart's beating, adrenaline's pumping, you're just going to do everything in your power to win. So that's why I'm definitely more confident with Merab after this presser. Merab shows confidence. He's showing his hairline does not look as crooked as usual. He has a nice haircut, you know. Merab seems like he has the right head on, you know. And that's impressive to see. We had Yuri and not Yuri, I wasn't saying Yuri and Ankalaev. We had Yuri and Khalil. They were disrespectful, you know. I think we averaged like 2, let's go for that, every like 2 minutes. So that was kind of cool for Yuri. But outside of Merab's confidence, Merab is exuding confidence, guys. That's what confidence looks like. Let's talk about the polar opposite of confidence. You get someone like Alex Pereira now. Alex Pereira made a lot of complaints, first of all. I could talk about this one, but okay, let's talk about this. We could talk about multiple things, first of all, because I feel like Pereira this whole time was kind of being a girl, because he was so focused, it seemed like, on the coaches in this press conference. He was making so much excuses, guys. Like he was sitting in the press conference talking about things like, listen, I was the worst version of myself. I was 10% of myself. Well, first he was saying 40, now he's saying 10. And what gets me so mad about this whole excuse making, I'm not even going to talk about the manager thing yet, because let's talk about the excuse making. You made him fight during Ramadan. You took this fight because you knew he was going to be handicapped. Ankalaev we already know Ankalaev was actually injured. Ankalaev just doesn't talk about it as much. And the fact that Pereira, when he wins fights, he wins like a cool guy, sure, he shows respect. But when he loses, his ability to not take this loss is showing his character. People are like, oh, here comes the biggest Poatan. Listen, I don't like Poatan. I don't need to anymore. I don't like him now. There was a point I respected him. After the way he took the loss to Ankalaev, I have no reason to respect him, and I don't need to. I respect him as a fighter, but to like him, no, I don't need to. Who the hell am I to like him? What you gonna do to? Dude, Kenny doesn't like my favorite fighter. Shut your mouth, kid. I don't need to like him, so you guys don't ought to be in the comments of, oh, fake Poetan. I don't care about Poetan. Screw Poetan for all I care about. Excuse making girl. Take your loss on the chin. Man up, come back stronger. You're making excuses. You're so nervous. You're asking your fans whether you should cut your hair or do it. And I think he's going to cut his hair apparently now, because that's kind of what he said in the press conference. He's just all over the place. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He's not confident as a man. As a human being, you're not confident. You understood that you went in there against Ankalaev, had nothing for him. So your best excuse that was 10% of me. That was 10% of me. If it was 100% of me, I'll kill. If I was ever 100%, it would be unfair. I'll kill someone. That's what he said in the DC interview. This guy's such a weird excuse-making, sorry ass, no hairline having ass, bumble-clad ass, face ass boy. I can't respect this guy. He's never hustled with the stars or had to tussle with the law. He's never even shook somebody's hand after they punched him in the jaw. Pereira's nothing but a fraud at this point. 38-year-old fraud, and you're gonna get fraud checked again. And I'm glad how against the crowd, the crowd was so against Ankalaev. Actually, before I even play this manager thing, you can see how hyped up Ankalaev was about the crowd being against him. And this little thing over here, he said, "You guys are firing me up. It's okay. I'm gonna punish your boy Saturday night. I'm gonna beat him like he stole something from me." Ay, mama, brother, beats like you stole something. Yes, guys, have you guys ever got beaten like you stole something? I've been beaten like in my life. Like listen, when you get beaten like you stole something, it's a different kind of beating. It's that beating you do, like, when you're bothering your mom in the backseat of a car, and then she just starts reaching her arm behind you, and you're like, oh, you start curling up in the ball because when you get home, you can get the beats on you like Dr. Dre. That kind of beating. Beating like you stole something. I can't wait for Ankalaev to shut his lights off, because Pereira, the way he be talking, the way he was talking, the excuse making. I don't know how a poetard could still be a poetard watching this guy just make an excuse. I know the dumb poetard's like, dude, that's true, he's 10%. Look, maybe Ankalaev was 10% too, but it's not, who cares? I think Ank was 100% because he was so refreshed because it was Ramadan and his back pain. But stop with the excuse game. If Ankalaev was making his excuses, as much excuses, and any of his losses or like that Paul, anything, I'd literally not want to hear it. I hate fighters who just can't accept L's. Pereira is one of them. And I understand that this is the only thing Pereira has to grasp on, because put yourself in Pereira's shoes for a second. If Pereira does not jump on this whole, I was 5% of myself, I was 2%. He started off saying he was 40% of himself, went down to 30, then he said 20, and then in this press conference he said he's 10% of himself. Then I heard backstage he said he's 5%. Then I heard right now, like I literally got a call, a text message like 2 seconds ago. It said that he claims he was 0.2%. So apparently Pereira's percent... Apparently Pereira's percentage is going down as time goes. So we got to get him to the fight before it was at 0%. Before that was even him. Before we get to the fight, you'd be like, oh, that wasn't even me, by the way. It was a clone. Like, I can't sit here and listen to the amount of excuse you're going to make consistently. And it's frustrating because Ankalaev could tell he's going to make an excuse after this. What is Ankalaev saying when he's making these excuses? Ankalaev said, just don't say this after Saturday. Because Ankalaev kind of understands that after he beats him again, knocks him out, listen, I wasn't. Has Pereira ever took a loss? Well, no. And I got to give him respect. Maybe it's because he doesn't lose much, especially in the MMA scene. He's lost his fair share in kickboxing. But every time I see this guy lose, which was one time in the UFC. Well, not one time, 2 times in the UFC. The Izzy one, he just got knocked out cold. So he woke up. He's like, I can't say nothing. This one, he ran away the whole time. He's like, first he was like, you're hugging me. And now he's like, I was just 5%. Shibai. Whatever. And then this brings me to this point of view when I was saying that he was so focused on his coach. Like, he was, look at it. It was my worst day and he couldn't do nothing. And then Ankalaev said, I did to you whatever I wanted to, which is facts. You ready now? So we're going to see Saturday. And Alex said, on Saturday, your manager won't be there to help you, Shama. And then he said, there's no Shama. We killed it. But there's no Shama. It's Ankalaev time. Did we not establish no Shama Ankalaev time before the fight? Is that not established? Was that not already written? Like, it's very frustrating. Listen, that gimmick's going to die down very soon. We're not going to see much of, no Shama after this. And I'm glad the fans are the way they are right now. And I'm glad there's still some delusional Pereira fans glazing him and getting behind the coping mechanisms that Pereira is exhibiting and being like, it's okay to cope. Coping's right. Coping's how the best champions are made. Pereira winning destroys the whole UFC, because now we're going to have to see boring championship fights. And of course, he's not going to trilogy him. He's going to run away, So I can't wait to see this guy go unconscious. And I'm a hater for that, sure, if I'm wanting to see him go unconscious. But at the end of the day, push comes to shove. Pereira's best excuse going into this fight is not going to do him shit when he's locked in there with Ankalaev. Like, all this, your coach is being mean to me. Your coach is saying this. Your coach is cheating for you. Ankalaev's literally like, okay, well, when we get in the ring, it's not going to be coach. It's going to be me and you. Pereira's like, well... He literally shut Pereira up one time. There's literally a clip of him when he responds to Pereira and like saying, well, don't worry about it. Just be in the ring. It's going to be me and you, no coach. And he sat there like this with his hairline. Why do you have hair on your head? Why do you have hair on your head? Nah, not a boo-boo, bro. You have hair. Why did I just do that? You have hair on your head because you're nervous and you're trying to switch it up. Maybe I got to do something different. And the excuse making is like, he goes home and he understands that he's making excuses actively, so he can't really like, okay, what can I actually cope with? Maybe if I switch something, maybe the lucky shorts were off that night. Maybe I need hair this time around. You're trying anything in your power to convince yourself that you actually have a fighting chance. That's not a real fighter. You're not a real fighter right now. You're a great fighter, don't get me wrong. Compared to Ankalaev, brother, mama, you're just not on his level. And it's not even me hating. Everything I'm saying is true, and you can't say there's a single thing coming out my mouth that's not 100% 100% perfection. And I know what I'm saying. And we're going to look at this face-off. And we're going to analyze this face-off. Because you know me and my analytical, pitical breakdowns. All right, now I'm just yapping. You know me and my analytical breakdowns. Let's make this appropriate sized. Okay, good. Let's move my camera a little bit down. Let's just gauge the situation for what it is. Let's scope the scenery out. All right. They get face to face here. Okay. Oh my God. So first of all, Ank is just so imposing. Pereira's a tall guy, you know. Hey, how me and Pereira the same height? I don't think Pereira's 6'4". I'm gonna be real. I think this dude's like, this guy might be pushing 6'6", bro. But I don't know what Pereira said, but he said something. And then Ankalaev said, "No, Shama. What the fuck you talking about?" You look uncomfortable, buddy. Where should I go now? Dude, cut the hair! Fuck. Look at this ugly. You guys don't even know what I'm looking at. Look at this bald. Brother, cut the hair. I can't lie. You look like I could pinch your cheeks, brother, and do this with you. I could rub your head, bro. Like, bro, cut your hair. You're not scaring nobody. Who you airing? You stood 6'4" in front of Ankalaev and didn't do shit, nigga. Who is you scaring? Yeah. Cut that hair. Cut that hair. I feel like I'm trolling Ankalaev Pereira this whole video. Listen, cut the hair. You're getting me mad, bro. This is not when you fought Izzy and knocked him out that one time, bro. He literally looks like a wise young man. Look at him in the bottom right. Goody two shoes over here. I'm having too much fun. I don't know why. It's a good day. It's a good day, you know. Hey, listen. Push comes to shove. Push that hair off your head and shove it out the way, because you cannot go in the ring like this. You know, you're giving like Cutie Patootie. You know, you're giving Judge Judy. I don't know, man. Just cut the hair. You're pissing me off, bro. Look at this guy. Hey, what are you staring at, man? Sit down. Sit down. You're not looking at me like his shoulder width is perfectly apart. Like, you're a nice guy. Understand that, bro. I'm reaching now. I'm doing too much. Yeah, I'm so big and bad. Brother, cut your hair. You're not intended, and you poodle. I'm milking it. Yo, you look uncomfortable, dude. Are you going to go left or right? Listen, man. I'm having too much fun in this video. I shouldn't be having too much fun, man. All right. Let me lock in and end on a serious note. The fight's gonna yeah. Nah, boo. Pereira's gonna get his ass whooped. That's final. Listen, jokes aside, they're going to fight on Saturday, and it's going to be interesting. Of course, this is just me a little bit, I guess you could say, trolling. It's enjoying the moment. But listen, I do feel like Pereira is a little bit, his coping mechanism is getting me mad. But at the end of the day, they're going to fight. Coping aside, they're going to have to fight again. Like I said, Pereira could do whatever he wants to gas out himself that he's prepared for this fight. And he could fight any way he wants. But push comes to shove, he's going to actually have to be in there in front of Ankalaev. Someone he's going to be trigger shy against when he realizes the significant speed advantage that is in Ankalaev's hand and the punch power in Ankalaev's hand. He's either going to get himself knocked out for being aggressive, or he's going to survive again by running away. No matter what way you slice the cake, though, his stock goes down. Ankalaev, he's going to be chasing the finish. He's going to be more comfortable and more active on the feet after spending time with Alex Pereira. Ankalaev has knocked out every single person he's rematched. Alex Pereira is going to be nothing but an addition to that statistic. But let me know what you guys think down below. Of course, I enjoyed this video. I know this shit was fun to me. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe. God bless. 2. 3, 4.